Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Young Mother 3, and today I'm finally back with another part of my Bingo Boffin series. It has been a little while again since I filmed this. I've still been very distracted and busy with work and all kinds of stuff. But I am ready to continue this little adventure. I need to be a bit quick about it because apparently we're about to restart the server soon. So
I need
yeah,
a description of this curious Tom Bombadil fellow.
but it should still have enough time, I think. Now, let's see. You know that I wanted to document our journey through writing down the experience we have and the places we see. And that includes describing the people we'll meet. No account of my adventure to this point would be complete without a description of this curious Tom Bombadil fellow. That much is clear. But I have accounted an early problem in this attempt, for I simply do not know of any way to describe him in such a way that does the fellow justice. Can you speak to him and learn what you can of Tom, in order to educate me on the subject? What are his likes and dislikes? From where did he come, and what drives him from day to day? Good luck to you, my friend. Perhaps the words will flow when you report back to me what you learn. Okay, so I'm not sure. Yeah, he's still bouncing around here. There you go.
Merry do, my hearty.
Hoy now, young one. Questions are for asking, but the fun lies in the seeking. You ask about Tom, but that is a question with many answers. Why not ask the trees why they be at swaying, or the light a brightening? Tom likes walking in the woods of an evening and singing in the morning sun when the moon skips away, as would all who try it. Still you ask and ask, too many questions for so a lovely day. Stand in the foam of the falling water nearby and you will know what it is to be Tom Bombadillo. Stand in the foam. Is it? Yeah, the waterfall is right down here. Let's see, see what we can learn by taking a shower in the waterfall. Oh, you stand in the cold water until you are waterlogged and sopping. Despite being so soggy, talk to Tom Bombadil. Doesn't really sound like we learned anything, but who knows? Again, we are wed. Where is he bouncing around now?
Merry do, my hearty.
Tom seems delighted. Sopping wet you are, like Tom after fresh rain in the spring. Dripping all about, but refreshed and happy. Learn from old Tom, for he has summers and winters and summers again. For he has sea and summers and winters and summers again. One for every droplet that cascades from the heights. Hey now, still with questions? Tom's way is to take the bath and make it good. Old Man Willow, that mean streak in his heart has grown wider for many a day now. And he could do with some cheering. Go to the old Willow man and dance. And lighten his mood. Then you will know what it is to share Tom's interest in all creatures, both good and bad. Okay. So that's again right down here. A bit farther this time. Oh, don't break your legs. I'm at least pretty sure it was... Or I'm mistaken. No, it's this tree. You are filled with unease. Tom really wants you to dance here. Of course, the Hobbit dance isn't the best. Okay, clapping. Let's talk to Dom again. bit of the longer way up now, of course, because I can't jump up, but I can jump down, of course, but... Oh well. I'm too lazy to sit on a mount right now. We have the 40% or something run speed from the warden.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
Dancing all day. Questions are for answering, but that's enough today. Okay. Talk to Bingo outside. Okay, so we are back to Bingo Boffin. I don't think we learned
Tom is a
anything,
mystery.
but
Asking
okay.
him questions is met with laughter and nonsense.
This is not working. Tom is a mystery, and any attempt to get him to answer questions about himself is met with laughter and nonsense. Perhaps if we were to read some of my accounts so far, he would better understand why we want to know about him. Take my manuscript to him and see if that gets him to open up about himself, if you would. Okay, so back to Tom Bombadil.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
Tom takes the manuscripts and runs his hand over the pages. What a wonder, these leaves all covered with words, written down with care. I can feel the letters beneath my fingers, ink dried and touched, saved. Thoughts saved, sorry. English is not on my side this day. That is not Tom's way, but there is a joy in remembering. These pages are like a song sung in the morning, but carried on the wind until afternoon, when it might be heard again. I delight in the feel of these pages and their tiny words. Let me sit with them a while, and you speak with the river daughter. Goldberry has returned from her spring for a time, and she's more fair and more lovely than when she left. Okay. I start to feel a bit like an posting owl or dove or something, just running around from person to person, not learning anything new. Your face is full of questions, young one. Has Tom confused you with his riddles and his songs? You tell Goldberry that you have been unable to learn much about her husband, despite his friendly and open nature. I believe he has given you what you sought, though you might not know it. Who is Tom Bombadil? He is, and no one else. He is mischievous, short, and loves to laugh. He will ask you to stand beneath the waterfall only to experience the feel of the water and the joy of dripping on the carpet. He is the master of water, wood, and hill, and cares for all who inhabit those places, even if their hearts are rotten and mean. He seeks to lighten their moods and ease their pains. That is a long answer. He is Tom Bombadil, and there is no one else like him. Okay. Back to Bingo then. Once more. There he is dancing as well.
Yes, that seems a fair assessment of our peculiar host. Thank you.
Bingo listens to Goldberry's description of Tom and nods. Yes, I think this seems to be a fair assignment of our peculiar host. Thank you for obtaining it for me. I still cannot believe that you actually stood underneath a waterfall and danced with a malevolent tree on my behalf. You're a good friend, and I'm glad that you are coming with me on this journey.
Please speak to Tom and
we
retrieve
are
my
having
manuscript before we go.
Still enough time for completing one more. Writer's block. Alright. I would say it's time to see Marigold safely back to Newbury. And for our journey to continue, okay. I've enjoyed this brief stay of the house of Tom Bombadil. But there are many other places to see and people to meet. Would you mind speaking to Tom and retrieving my manuscript from him? I am most interested to hear what he thought of it, and now that he has had plenty of time to read it. Okay. For some reason there's an extra ring on the minimap.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
You asked Tom what he thought of Bingo's manuscript, but the strange fellow is only puzzled. Your words are all a scramble, young one. Tom remembers a great many things. The sun in the morning, the breezes of the midday, the swelter of afternoon, and the cool of the evening. But he does not know the pages of which you speak. There's no need for writing. If you spend all day writing, that is the day you have missed. Do not look so glum. I'm sure this writing will turn up. I may have set it down outside. There are so many things to see, happy distractions all. And sometimes things get lost. All is found at the end. Okay. Talk to Bingo again.
Tom has misplaced my
Tom has
manuscript.
misplaced my manuscript.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. I know there wasn't yet much of it, but I still keenly feel its loss. I will not be able to recreate exactly what I wrote the first time. Perhaps I should just abandon this endeavor. I am not a writer, and I am not an adventurer. You seek to console the unhappy hobbit, and soon Bingo is slightly less the opponent. Perhaps you're right. Tom is most at home outdoors. Perhaps he set it down somewhere here nearby. Can you look around in the vicinity and see if you see any pages of my manuscript? I do not want to lose the record of this journey so near to the start of it. Okay, then let's start looking. Apparently it's this way. Oh, here it is. Bit of an odd place to put it down. In the middle of the road. But again, he said happy destruction, so yeah, who knows. I need to find more. My bad. Next one is a bit longer up the road. Where is it hiding? Oh, next odd placement. Wind blown. Okay, so it's the wind that has taken it away. Only 2 pages, that's not much. But let's return them at least. And we have to talk also to Marigold. Let's talk to Bingo
The
first.
wind must have carried the rest of the pages into the Barrow Downs.
Thank you for finding part of my manuscript, Tora. Tom must have set it down outside and the wind took it, carrying pages north among the trees. You found some of them, but it seems to me that the rest of the pages must have been carried further north into the Barrow Downs. Bingo shivers. That place has frightful reputation and I did not plan to exploit it, but now it seems I have no choice. We have to search the Barrow Downs for the remain of the missing pages. It looks as if I'm missing the section of my journal that concerns my swimming lesson and the section dealing with our departure from the Shire. After we finish in the Barrow Downs, we should travel back to Newbury to bring Marigold home. I will see you there.
If you
Okay.
are going to brave the Barrow Downs, so am I.
Okay. You found some of Cousin Bingo's missing pages on the path to the north, didn't you? That way leads to the Barrow Downs. If you're going to brave that spooky place, so am I. A hero never runs away from the challenge, no matter how scary. I've heard that some frightful creatures make their homes among the brutal mounds of men in Barrow Downs. And we will need to face some of them if we go there. Watch out for ravenous boggers and giant crawlers, for they will be watching out for you. So we need to defeat 6 boggers, 4 crawlers, and found 2 different sections. Oh wow. Well, I'm gonna write to those rings first. And then just kill off whatever I can find. Everything is of course grayed out because I am kind of at the high level for all of it. But that's just the way it is. Still want to enjoy this story. Even though I might change it up pretty soon with something else than my little hobbit warden. I do still find warden a bit tricky. Sometimes a bit boring. And it feels a bit clumsy to film me being a warden when I'm not even good at it. And I like to change it up. I like to be the different races in the different classes, so yeah. We'll see if this hobbit returns later on again, or if it's just all the other characters that I own. But for now we are closing in on the first ring. And I see Marigold appear. I am not afraid. Oh, the red? Okay. Are they? Okay, they're most likely just gonna stand there. But I do need a picture of that because that's just adorable. Oh. It's a rat! And it's scary. Okay, sorry. I had to. I hope it did save. Let's see. First ring number 2. Or we could at least try. Oh, try and kill in the meantime, because it's already gonna be hard enough to see them. That's a white. I don't need a white. And let's turn on the running and run the right way. Red, not what I needed. That one I needed. Oh, that didn't do anything. Hardly. Oh, I run past it. So I see the letter here. Are they hiding somewhere here? No. That's a bit sad. Okay. That's in the second crawler. They're gonna be hard to spot. Okay. One more crawlers. I need one last one. There's one last one. Too far away. I can't even see it. Now we only need the Vargusts. I'm not even sure I pronounced that right, so sorry if I didn't. We have this is the fourth. I apparently completed some kind of deed, probably. Okay, one last one after this one. I see one up there. It's Lila that's scared this time. Okay, talk to Bingo. Just gonna cross out these. I'm guessing it's Bogus, yes. Talk to Bingo outside the home of Priska Boffin. Okay, that's a little right, so I might just cut that one out. Okay, we are almost here. I did of course turn around because I wasn't gonna try and find my way through the old forest. But I finally arrived and here is the family. All together.
I learned a lesson. Do not let folk read my book until it is done.
We have all returned safely from the Barrow Downs, and I have exhausted my supply of adjectives with which to describe them. There are only so many ways I can convey how unhappy I was to be walking among those mounds. I learned a valuable lesson to do not let folk read my book before it's quite finished. Tom did not mean any harm by it, but I do not want to risk losing any more of these pages in frightful places. Tracking down pages is quite a tiresome activity, wouldn't you say? Priska is quite cross with me as well. She thinks that it was my idea to go haunting about the Barrow Downs, when it was the furthest idea in my head. That was mostly Marigold's idea. Okay, let's first hear what Marigold has to say about it.
I will need to come up with something exciting to top this adventure.
Of course, she is glad about it. That was amazing. The Barrow Downs were everything I had hoped they would be. Was never scared, not really. I will need to come up with something truly exciting to top this most recent adventure. And I didn't.
will need to come up with
Please
something
continue.
exciting to top this adventure.
Let's see what Priska, the mom, has to say about
We
it.
Boffins have been many things, but heroes?
I
I
have
don't know about that.
I have scolded Marigold before and it never seems to do any good. The girl is always going off on these adventures. Adventures. More like mischief and bother, if you ask me. It was good to see my cousin Boffin for a short while, but I must ask him to be off as soon as he can. Either he has been a bad influence on Marigold, or she has been a bad influence on him. But either way, there's an entirely too much adventurous spirit between them. We Boffins have been many things, but heroes? I don't know about that. Okay, I think we're about to finish it off.
Priska will calm
Yes.
down in time. She always does.
Priska will calm down in time. She always does. Now I will visit with all my various cousins once removed and do my best to talk Marigold out of the adventuring business. I don't think I will succeed, and just between you and me, I don't think I want to. She will make a fine hero if that is what she wants to be, and Priska will just have to get used to it. But don't tell her I said that. We still need a place to stay until our journey resumes. Okay. So we're gonna
My
finish.
feet are ready
this
to
part-
once again set forth on the road.
Okay, we're gonna finish this part right here then, I think. So I do hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm still sorry that it is kind of a bit delayed and yeah, all that kind of mess. But if you did enjoy this, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss out on this series, then you can always subscribe to my channel or follow me on Twitter or Instagram. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope I see you next time. Bye bye!